science.
But niche. That is literally smart.
They now realize something in the roast because they saw the...
Foxy.
Yeah,
They do. Secret, get it all. They get the Roshan, they get everything he drops. Boxy slides up to the high ground. Qualifier trying his best to help him out, but now Qualifier being frostbitten. They're holding the OD down.
He's BKB though.
He knows he's going to have to go for the BKB and TP out, and that will save him, but Boxy will not be quite as fortunate.
Feel that disappointment once you use them.
I'm still inviting Vega on every game.
It really is. It's a real gamble. It really is a real gamble.
Wait. Go back to... Oh, wait, that was more... I was confused.
I just want to see if he gets some good Midas procs. How long's the Midas cooldown? That's the big cooldown of the world. It's going to 25 seconds. We'll see when he's back up.
And this is the problem. Bloodlust has now been turned around. Teams secretly utilize it. It's a great effect. No BKB.
Tier 3 down.
Over back up.
Well,
Midas. Oh, wait, if he uses the Midas top, he can get loads of creeps. Oh, no, he's going to the fire with it. He's going to something like that. He didn't use the Midas!
Oh no!
And now the racks are gone.
It's all ogre now!
How is he going to pay for the fixtures?
Oh. This is going to be a terrible mess to clean up.
What?
What?
Wait, whose microphone is this?
What?
Thank God.
You're sitting on a cable.
You're sitting on the cable, you badass.
Put the cable back into the microphone.
This'll come in handy.
Wait, right now.
Hello? Shout into it. Shout. Yeah, it's working. It's working.
Let it all out.
These are the things.
No one. What is that song? I don't know.
Come on now.
Come on.
No one knows
I'm
that song.
talking to you. Come on. What?
These are the
What?
things.
It's this third.
Is there any money-related song we could sing to inspire the Midas box?
Money.
Money.
I don't know.
It's a
Money,
crime.
money
There's a
is
Pink
ABBA.
Floyd song called Money. If you guys know the Pink Floyd, it would be excellent.
And you know what?
We need to
I'm
catch
not-
that shit. Yeah.
And so is the Midas.
Yeah.
Bum 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 Money. Get around. That's what we need. Where's the Midas? Let's go. I've inspired it. Has he already used it, hasn't he? Where's the Midas? Check the Midas timer.
Oh,
Missed it. We get a replay.
no, we don't.
We go back.
Yeah,
we're gonna
game signing fight. Arcane Rune on the.
the double punch. Oh my god. The
Double boards.
The double ward.
Skyra can't use his spells.
Sarah literally.
I was already dead.
Don't use your spells in this neighborhood, boys, otherwise you're gonna die. You sure?
You sure?
He's got ages. He's got ages.
He's feeling frisky.
He's got ages. Aya does not have
Die
ages.
back, Aya.
White
Perfect
first
stun.
Forest Strike. The Mystic Flare though will kill you should want.
The BKB ult again! Again from the Absol!
White first
That's it.
alive.
That's the game.
It's
folks.
still alive, but now, Sanity's Eclipse, it did nothing. So,
That Brewmaster from Puppy, honestly, just unbelievable performance.
A GG.
He just makes the OG unplayable in these team fights.
That was very well played for the Secret.
It was 2-0 for Secret. Secret get themselves up to the upper bracket. Alliance are going to have to play tomorrow again in the deciding match. The groups again.
Dire team pick.
Invites. Lots of stuff going on the floor at the moment from Vega that they need to deal with.
Yes, there certainly is. There certainly is.
It's a Kyle term, by the way, the stuff.
Oh, okay. Only Carl that says stuff.
I feel so, yeah. Especially in Dota casting.
Radiant team pick.
If he hasn't trademarked it. Ah, there you go. There it is.
There's that Lina coming out. We've waited a long time to see this Lina being played. I don't mind an early Lina pick as well, because we have seen a lot of Linas in that 4 position, but more commonly it's in a mid. I think it's really good for, as you say, dealing with that tombstone, really nice. Also able to throw down a light strike array, which can...
It's not an easy team game.
Something we scanned over, by the way, is that the PA was banned by Ninjas in Pyjamas. Pretty neat. Ooh, this is what I like to see. Ninja Pyjamas picking up the Bat Rider for 33. This is some hard lockdown for that Terrorblade.
This is scary now as well, because...
Sounds like you've gone again, interestingly. The exact same point as the same as last draft as well. But yeah, I mean, Bat Rider can just jump in with that lasso and kind of isolate the Terrorblade before he can really get going in these fights. And in response to the Beastmaster, you know, obviously he's got the Roar as well, so each team have their hard lockdown, these kind of hard initiations to these fights. I'm interested to see what Vega put up for their middle lane right now, because it's looking like they're pretty light on the damage until that Terrorblade comes online. You're going to need some magic damage to lay down into this fight. Lockdown, they're kind of okay, could use a little bit more. You know, the Lina would have been great for them, but unfortunately the other team has Lina. So have to look in another situation. Hi man, what keeps happening? Where are you going?
I don't know. I just don't like you. I just keep leaving you, that's all.
Fair enough, there's only so much meat you can take.
I was going to say, the best thing about the Batrider is that it doesn't matter which side lane you put it in now, it's going to have a good time. Because it does pretty well against Beastmaster, does really well against Terrorblade as well, and neither of the supports deal well with it. Like, they don't have any stuns, so we have to stop this Batrider just running at somebody. So...
Ooh, an Arc Warden ban from Vega as well. That was either an insane snipe. Like, if you're PPD at this point, if you're the drafter for NIP and you see the Arc Warden ban, you have one or two reactions. Either, damn it, that was our strategy. That's exactly what we were going for. Or, why the hell did they ban Arc Warden?
I mean, Ace did play it a lot at the major. You know, one of the more popular heroes. Matches up well against TB as well because of the nice little bubble. And they need like a win condition hero as well. They need some kind of physical damage coming through from ninjas here. So Arc Warden a really good ban.
Yeah, I think it's pretty sweet. I'm not sure if NIP are going to pick it.
I think it's a good morphling game though for ninjas, I think.
Into the Terrorblade again, didn't work out too well last time.
Into the Undying though as well. They don't have any stuns, apart from Raw. I think it's alright. You see that win condition as well.
Yeah, I don't know, I'd like to see a little bit more aggression, you know, the late game morphling didn't pay out last time. Let's see a Naga.
It's banned. I'll be very impressed.
Ah, damn it. Damn, I was so excited for that call. Alright, quickly, predictions. Ninja Pyjamas, they're going to go for Morphling.
Told you.
Very good.
Easy peasy.
Well done, well done. Vega Squadron now. They've got to pick up their mid laner. Who is it going to be?
They need something that can match as well up against the Lina. We've seen TA banned out every series game so far this series, but it's a possibility, but I feel like they lack stuns. I think DK's a decent option for them.
Yeah, I was going to suggest the DK.
10 seconds.
I don't know how they kill them off otherwise, that's my big worry. Especially when he gets the BKB.
5 seconds remaining.
Storm, possibly, but it doesn't sound great.
Maybe even the Skywrath if they're willing to go down that much.
Oh,
just for silence, but yeah, it doesn't sound the best. I'm just spitballing here. I'm just spitballing. Also, Skywrath can be rough against Lina. It's very much a one way or the other.
I think when you need a stun and you need to pick a mid laner, you're like, well, what mid lane has a stun? And it always just goes back to DK, doesn't it? Maybe they can pick Alk and just go crazy, but it sounds horrible as well.
Yeah, two heavy farming heroes, always a risk. Ooh, Puck, hello! He's made a late entry to the game.
That's interesting. Again, it applies this leash now. I don't think it matters too much this game. Can you waveform out of the Dream Coil? I actually don't know. I haven't tested much with this Puck hero yet. Can't, so...
Any movement ability you cannot use versus leashes.
A Bat Rider set, by the way, makes me feel sick.
He's no longer a bat, he's now a Crow Rider. For starters. What don't you like about it?
It just looks awful, dude. It just doesn't fit the lore. I have no idea what Bat Rider's lore is, but...
I mean, a crow pooping fire, I don't think that fits many lores.
Puck's really good, though. I like this a lot. Matches up well against Lina. He can dodge the Dragon Slave coming through. Trade right clicks really well.
Gives him a silence.
Yes, exactly. You can blow the morph up if he's on really high agi. And if he's trying to be greedy and farm up. I feel like there's a lot of this game resting on Mage, though, on this Puck. He has to get a lot of work done here.
He's got to put in the hours, that's for sure, and I'm betting on him, dude. I'm putting my money on Vega Squadron for this game. I think they've got it. O'Farrell, what say you?
I believe in ninjas. I think this Bat Rider's going to go crazy this game. And they have the leader with the Shadow Blade that can pick the Puck off as well. They've got the Rubik with the and lift, so it's not a free Puck game.
Definitely not. Either way, I think this is going to be a close one. I'm reckoning for a big finale to this series, which has been giving us a couple of real games so far. I'm excited for it. Game number 3, Ninja Pyjamas versus Vega Squadron. Let's get started. As Mage heads down this middle lane, he's got his Null Talisman with the Fairy Fire. It's going to be blood in the middle lane, I think. Fatter versus Lina. Fatter on the Lina versus Puck on Mage. It's going to get messy. One of these heroes is going to go down at some point. Yeah, if you land a stun on this Puck, it could get really dangerous.
If this Rubik ever rotates in, when the Lina gets level 6, that Puck's not a particularly tanky hero. So, very easy kill. But up until that point, mid lane matchup pretty even in general. The Lina can push the lane out with Dragon Slave, Puck has the Orb, so... Puck has a little bit more base damage, but not by much. Whoever gets that second Null Talisman could really make a difference. So the first 2 waves are going to be really important for both these mid heroes.
Meanwhile, Saxa just obnoxiously runs into the Radiant jungle and plonks down a sentry ward towards this camp here. And going to be a pain for anybody trying to pull in this bottom lane. Hopefully put Madara under some pressure. Meanwhile,
see the Beastmaster top as well, so the Morphling tries to rotate up here. They want to put the Bat Rider against the Terrorblade. We've talked about how good that matchup is, so 33 wanders down.
Yeah, Bat versus Terrorblade is it's a bit of a pain, and I don't think Vega have registered this either.
Yeah, definitely not. And so Ninjas get the matchup that they want.
The battle begins.
And yeah, Terrorblade 520 HP, really high armor. Doesn't really matter against Bat Rider that you have high armor. Just runs you down with his magic damage.
There's actually going to be 3 runes for NIP as well, as PPD just runs in at top and takes himself a rune. I think he realised that something weird was going on with the lanes and just decides to take advantage of it and grab himself a bounty. Looking nice for NIP to start things off, yeah. PPD on the brew, by the way. We were saying last game how he usually plays more conventional hard 5s like the Bane, the Lich, other heroes we've seen. And today, he's busted out the Brewmaster. I'm excited to see it.
I mean, we were seeing this events like ESL Hamburg as well, even before the new patch came out, so I'm not surprised to see the Brewmaster support carrying on.
Okay. Meanwhile, Saxa. Pexy's coming in behind, 33, just trying to get some damage out with this, with the decay. 12 charges on it so far, so you can do some damage and take advantage of these squishy heroes. And look, the right clicks coming through onto 33. Pexu chasing down. Does need to be careful though, as these sticky napalm stacks will start to be a problem if he stays too long, so we're just staying in the trees. Let them refresh and then run straight back out again, Pexu.
It doesn't really
133, annoying Madara.
Important in this bot lane that you make the most of the first meta, because when the meta runs out, the Batrider's going to get level 2, and then the lane just completely changes. You need to make sure you have a good start.
Very low at mid as Farta gets busy with the harass with the Dragon Slave and the Fiery Soul. This is a problem because Dragon Slave is very difficult to avoid as Puck, because you've only got a couple of seconds, sorry, a couple of microseconds, milliseconds, I don't know words, 0.75 seconds to avoid that Dragon Slave with.
Peter's trying to get some damage down on top lane with a Drunken Brawler, but these boars are making his life a little bit difficult.
Yeah, they're going to slow him down a fair bit. Is it percentage-based slows? It is.
King's percentage-based slows now.
That's true. Meanwhile, finally, in the bottom lane, they take down Pexu. The stacks of sticky napalm just stack up.
Did he deny to tower or something? Because he didn't have level 2 on the Batrider, it was only napalm.
Maybe he died on the tower and forgot. I don't know.
I don't know.
Very hard to tell you. Very hard to tell you. Maybe it was just the decays running out.
Possibly.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
Damn Tito.
Well, at the top, it's PPD and Ace versus Kizzy.
Farta picks up a DD in the mid room as well, so lane gets a little bit easier for him here. Already having a decent.
Yeah, Farta's doing well. I think this lane is a bit of an advantage for the Lina, to be honest.
Definitely, especially until when Puck gets level 6, though. You know, it can work both ways. Whoever gets the rotation in from the support first, often nets a kill on the other mid laner.
Yeah, especially with the Laguna. Oh, nice quick dodge there, jumping forwards onto Fada actually. Just trying to dodge spells and misses the dodge onto the Dragon Slave, which hurts, you know. Struggling to dodge these Dragon Slaves, always a painful experience for the Puck in the mid lane.
Guess what? TV, where's he going?
Oh,
back to the jungle.
Hitting that jungle hard, his lane's been dominated, so he's just gonna run. But you know, what they always say about Dota, you can only win 2 lanes.
Yeah, true. But they're only winning top at the moment, it feels like, on the radio side. So mid's very even though, at least, so I guess both 1.5. Peter top.
1.5. Equal lanes. Very close.
Almost gets hit by the Illuminate, but
nearly.
it's so difficult for them to get on top of this Keeper of the Light, which is the most important one to kill off first. They don't really have jump until this Batrider gets a blink, so to see maybe next time trying to abuse that a little bit.
Yeah, PBD coming in for the right clicks, using that speed, cancels the right click. Doesn't go for it in the end, and will take himself a little creep instead. But he's about to get blasted again, and ooh, he doesn't manage to avoid it. That's going to be half of his health will gone, of course. He's a morph, so you know, quick tango will bring him right back in.
This Rubik just hunting the Terrorblade. He's like, okay, well you're not in the lane anymore, so I wonder where you've gone. What do we see every Terrorblade game? So Pexu, instead of having to defend the Terrorblade in the lane, now has to defend the Terrorblade in the jungle instead.
Pexu, defender of the jungle. Treant Protector Mark II.
This lane, mid though, Farta definitely doing a really good job. He's had very good rune control as well. Got the DD before, now has the arcane rune bottled up, so especially with this Terrorblade now in the jungle, this kind of opens up Saxa to be able to move towards this mid lane, so look for that level 6 gank that we were talking about before.
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, it's a battle for the runes here, as Vega will decide to rotate in. Pexu does grab it, but may pay with his life as these stacks are coming up, and now with the Fragile Boots grabbed by the Batrider, he can just run Pexu down, no problems at all, jumps in with a final right click. Meanwhile, Madara, he just goes back to the jungle. He's cool.
Sure. I'd rather try to chase him away. Just get those napalms going.
My hand slipped. Yep, Madara's fine. 3 stacks of sticky napalm aren't enough of a threat to keep the...
Just chasing him.
I say that.
Don't care if I'm not getting fun, I'm just going to chase you anyway.
Yep. Doing the damage with that cask. 5 stacks of sticky napalm, wait for that to run out. Meanwhile, I thought 33 was going to take his creeps, but not committing that hard.
And now,
I don't know, he's coming back in, he's still here with his TNA palm.
because nobody else can lane in this. Nobody else on the radiant side can lane down
They've
bot.
got the side out onto the leader with the tombstone as well, trying to cast the Alan. They baited out perfectly onto the puck, and now PBD comes in, they get a kill from Nate. Oh, they're going to kill faster, and they get 2. Pexi goes down as well as 33 was in from behind, just in case. And they'll tip up Fata. That amazing. I mean, he was just pumping the light strike array, just like so calm and collected in that gank. He knew that he couldn't get it off if the puck hadn't used the phase shift, so he just pumped it, and at the moment that phase shift went off, Fata knew he'd got his kill.
Yeah, again, both mid-heroes hit 6. I thought whoever got the rotation might end up getting the kill for their team, but I didn't really expect it to go the other way. Endless on this Terrorblade though. They're constantly finding him in the jungle and trying to just stop him from free farming. They know that he's suffering that much of the damage on the radiant side.
Pops the shrine, TP's bottom. Alright, fine, Jesus, I'll go bottom now. He just got up here. Meanwhile, they get a return kill onto PPD at the very least, and now actually NIP looking to get a return kill on Pepsi, who can't really do anything. He's going to jump into the inch before they finish him off. No, 33 takes the aggro. Pepsi says, please kill me, and 33 says, no, kill me. And we'll be eventually Ace getting a kill onto the Undying. So Puck's kind of playing around this fight as well. What is happening, Mo Farah?
This game's like the complete opposite to what was happening last game when we got like 2 kills in 8 minutes or whatever it was. And this time they're all just hunting each other in the jungle. You know, the pressure's just relentless from both sides at the moment, it feels like, especially on Ninjas. With this Lena having a good start, she's going to be able to get this Yules online at a good time. Just run around the map, finding kills. And when you're against this TB, you usually go for the Axe Aether lens build. We'll have to see, just for that nice pure damage, before we can get that Sunder off.
Yeah, I reckon that'll be the case as well, because they've got the Morphling to do the right click damage, they don't really need... And also it's going to be a Terrorblade Morphling as well, which we saw last time, where he just steals the Terrorblade form every fight. And, get ready for some lag as well, nothing Jesus. That's going to be fun.
Oh, that's always fun.
Reflection on reflection.
The PL versus the Terrorblade is the best one. Oh. People will recast that game and just
hold on, Tombstone out, onto PPD dropping low, the silence is out, but the right click misses up onto the high ground. That doesn't feel too good, and now PPD will speed away with the Drunken Brawler as Vega come up empty-handed despite dropping the Tombstone in the middle lane.
Do you remember that game we cast together once, the PL versus TV, and the game just crashed? It was fantastic. So.
I believe it was who else? There was someone else there as well. I think it might have even been a Morph or something. But there were a lot of illusion heroes. Oh no, it was Monkey King. It was Monkey King.
They found it.
So MNT, you're found. The Batrider comes flying in and they get a freebie onto MNT.
Yeah, they know maybe next time's going to be wanting to hang around at this bot side of the map, trying to push the lane out. So played by 33, just checking the trees, seeing where he is. I mean, with the DD, he's going to just try and shove this bot tower and open up the TV's jungle a little bit. And look where PPD's put all these deep walls on the radiant side of the map as well. They know exactly where Terrorblade is all the time.
Yes,
33.
Exactly what they want.
33 going to try and hunt him down again. Who would have seen this one coming?
More pressure onto the Terrorblade? Shocking. And they'll be happy just to wait, because when he's not in vision, they know he's not farming. So as long as he's not in vision, they won't kill him. Yeah, Fada finally gets walked down. It took a fair few attempts, but Vega finally make it happen. And they're picking out the Dara once again. Saxa comes forward, Pexu coming in defend. PvD plays run around the trees. Kazu's coming into this one as well. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But Dara's the one in trouble. That war comes out. Saxa might be some characters on this fight, but one himself up, but finally drops the Dara though. He's dropping low. He's got the flames on him.
Zombies!
But it's just an illusion. No, it's not. Wait, that was real? What the? Oh, because Ace was... Alright guys, I gotta explain that one. That was awkward. Ace was just as Terrorblade. Sorry, Pexu is brought down. Lasso comes out, they blow him up. Alright, Ace had transformed into the Terrorblade, and the Terrorblade had the sticky napalm charge on, which made him look like one of his illusions. So I was like, wait, that's not a real Terrorblade.
Oh god.
Good god. I got it right at the start of the and I was like, wait a minute, I was doubting myself.
Just bamboozling yourself now.
I really was, I mean, was. It was a wild ride.
This game's going to get even harder for Vega when this Bruce split comes online as well. They have to just keep this TP farming up, Keeper of the Light's getting a good chunk of farm down in the spot lane now as well. He's actually 3rd in net worth on his team.
Yeah, he's really pushing it hard to get himself some money. Going for that 4-star. Old couple style.
More than anything, that just shows how much pressure this TV's been put under in the jungle. And we saw when we saw Liquid play this Terrorblade, he was just free farming away and wasn't doing a really good job. Back rider.
Oh dear.
It's a dream coil. Can't run away from that one now, unfortunately.
No, you cannot.
He couldn't before either. But...
Yeah, I know. So yeah, the Terrorblade is under the couple in net worth quite severely. Couldn't feel too good, but you know, it might seem silly because the Coddle's just taken the safe lane, but if Madara goes to the safe lane, the entirety of NIP will descend on him like a pack of hungry rats and eat him from the knees up. Excuse me, kind of violent terminology, but...
well, we are having such a nice time, but okay, that'll work. Master with the toe gets to level 6 now, and it looks like they're going to try and find someone in this bottom half of the map. The Radiant Scout actually completely misses both of those heroes and should just about avoid it, and look at where 33 is going.
Yeah.
Trying to hunt the Cottle, but
where are you, old man? I want to burn you alive.
Already TP'd out.
Maybe next time, better rider. Meanwhile, Saxa trying to defend this top tower. I haven't really looked at this side of the map, but it has been Vega trying to put a bit of pressure on this tower with this Beastmaster.
I mean, they're trying, but again, Saxa the same way that the Keeper of the Light was doing in the bot lane. He's just sitting up here, fade bolting away, ensure the lane doesn't get pushed in too far. Just has to be careful of this puck. It's very nimble, can bring him down.
And now the bird flying out to its
brood.
Tower's dropping low, but they're defending hard. Meanwhile, at bottom, Ace actually getting the pressure onto the tier 2. Meanwhile, 33 will be spotted by MNT, or will it be MNT spotted by 33? 4-star way onto the high ground though, and 33 is no longer fun this one. And MNT just playing around with him. Pexi comes in from behind. Batrider, he's got some friends, but they don't have a cancel, I don't think, so he can just TP.
Zombies are chasing him.
If only they had Bash. What would that be like if, yeah. no nice frog these days, it wouldn't surprise me.
Zombies get Basher, Undying needs buff. Not picked enough.
Zombies now share the unique attack modifiers, which,
Undying Basher, nice! Yeah. Can't wait for that one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Ace, the midi Terrorblade, getting work done on this middle tower.
I mean, the problem is for here, for our Ninjas and Jumbo, but because 33's been chasing this Terrorblade around the map so much, he hasn't really been far.
They're actually going on to Ace here, they pop the coil through it. They're just going to have to do this slowly but surely as they are moving through now. He breaks his coil, in fact, I think they forced off him right at the end there. And now they'll bring him down, Ace is dead. Now PPD trying to get away from the high ground. They're going to have to pop this split, which wasn't what he wanted, but he's going to have to do it at the same time. He's turning around and trying to play around with the puck here, stopping his advance. Tried to deny the regen.
It wasn't a 4-star that broke the coil, it was a nice blinding light from maybe next time on the Keeper of the Light.
Very smart.
Maybe next time playing Keeper of the Light, that's a mouthful, isn't it? But yeah, really nice breaking the coil and forcing that morph to the damage. You could have just about morphed back into his normal form again there. So yeah, really
do MNT on Cottle.
Yeah, that's better, isn't it?
It is. Blasting out creep wave after creep wave after creep wave, getting that CS into his court. Madara has now come ahead of him though. They seem to have loosened their grip a little bit on this Terrorblade and given him a little bit more space, especially with that kill to Ace. It's going to make NIP feel a little bit more on the backlines and a little bit more defensive perhaps.
They have to just keep farming their morph up, and he's going to get to this point where he gets the Link and Speed KB. It's going to become a massive problem.
I'd like to see a little bit more action from Fata, to be honest. I feel like her and maybe one or two other supports could really go in, but then again, you don't have the setup stun, so it makes it a little bit easier. But I don't know, maybe with the Beastmaster Primal Roar you could...
The problem is with Fata, they're like, who does he play with? Like, who's playing the map with him at this point? Because Sax has just been sitting top the whole time. You know, Ace is AFK farming. You know, PP's trying to get a little bit of things done, but Chris Batrider's had such a rough time. I mean, he's got his blink now, so he can play the map a little bit, but they need to just try and play around together, you know, go in pairs, or at least threes. And these kills with the Lina.
Ooh.
They're smoked up on Vega though.
They're looking, and NIP are looking awful tasty right now. They can get the run in with the Roar. Be a great start to this fight for Vega. EPD. I feel like he's starting to sense that something is up, and we'll see this Hawk and things are. They see the person comes in from behind, they get the Roar out onto PPD, can they kill him before they get the kill? Yes, they can. They rip him apart. Saxa now trying to run away. Once he's still, still decay a little bit, and now they're doing so much to hold down NIP. They take down the other side of Vega, and Faster yields himself up, trying to back away from this one. Meanwhile, Ace actually comes to the back line and finishes off Mage. Meanwhile, Hexu gets dominated by NIP as they find the turnaround in this fight.
Good flyback speed there on the Brewmaster. 33 comes in with the lasso onto the puck and they manage to bring him down there before he can jaunt away to the orb. So, really nice running, just making sure they get the return kills. But again, not a bad fight for Vega, right? You know, they're just making space for this TV to farm up at the moment. We've seen a couple of times today already what this TV can do when it gets to the 30-minute mark or so. And although they slowed him down at the start, you know, he's third in net worth again now. And can only slow down a Terrorblade for so long before he finds the farm.
Yeah. He's always going to get there, isn't he? Every single game we see him, he always gets there. I mean, that's the thing with illusions as well, right? Like, illusions are super, super strong. Pretty much always in Dota. Any hero with illusions is great, because not only can you farm without actually being there, which is always nice, but you can push out lanes, which does so much to give you space, you know? If you undervalue pushing out lanes, then you still have a lot to learn about Dota. Trust me, I still have no idea what it means, but I just say what other people say. And
this whole low commitment pushing thing, like the Keeper of the Light, all these illusions that you talk about, summons as well. So all these, like you see the Necro book on the Beastmaster at the moment is really good to just push lanes out. It makes it so difficult for you to ever find kills. You know, we've talked about this leader trying to find pickoffs, but she can't really do it in the way that she wants to, where she can push out lanes, you know, find people that are trying to do the same thing back. Maybe next time, forces himself away. 33's.
33's taking a whole chunk of damage here, and really goes down. Hexu might go to finish it off. He spells that. Oh god! The Illuminate really does it, and the Orb doing the job. However, the time, Hexu's killing everybody. Roars out to Illuminate, kind of get destroyed. Ace trying to get some damage off, will back himself away. NIP looks like they're going to settle for this, even though they buy back on 33. I don't think they want to commit to this fight.
Yeah, TV's been farming away, but he has the meta off, so let's try and take a fighter's fight. Let's use this meta to try and push an objective, and that was a buyback by the Batrider as well, so he's been having a rough time. It's only going to get harder.
But here comes Ignis Batters and after the initiation, Ace dropping really low here, needs to waveform away and BKB up for his strength. Will allow him to survive. Now he's going to turn around, they've got Kevin, now have to come down the Qualifier as well. NIP, they take two in the middle lane. The Ignis Batters means nothing as Mage disappears up onto the high ground. The puck will survive, but the Madara and the Beastmaster will not. And I am just calling Terrorblade the Madara right now because he's played it so damn much.
And that's exactly why Ace has bought a second item BKB on the Morphling this game. Because the biggest thing that he's worried about this game is the puck. And you know, his instant magic damage. He still almost dies, you know, straight away to his Ignis Batters and the puck, but just about waveforms forward, you know, strength morphs up just to keep himself alive. The BKB as well. With Vega blowing all their damage on the Morph and not killing him, they had to try and get out, and unfortunately for them, it just didn't quite work out.
No, it did not, and now it's going to be NIP taking the net worth advantage for what very may well. Well, they actually just bring it back into their favour as Vega did hold on to it for a while.
This game's definitely looking okay for Vega. It's had a really good start, but this Batrider's fallen off so hard. Playing against 4 cores now, you know, where the Keeper is in the net worth chart.
This Keeper is certainly something. I mean, you know, you shut down the Terrorblade, and now the Keeper of a Light carry coming in from them. It's always that far before.
You just know where they are.
Yeah, Vega getting away with for a shadow.
Oh, guess what? Double damage room!
For God's sake, how many times are you going to see this today? You know what? Ace is so killing the puck.
Can they get to the Roche Pillar to stop this? It's going to get down. It doesn't look like it, so Blinding Light, pushing Peach about, can they chase him here? He doesn't have the split for 30.
They get the Aegis. PPD running away. I think he's just making space at this stage. They're actually top. This is strictly back, no?
Shadow Lane on Vega.
Nice. Saxa trying to just away, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna get killed.
Could have been a lot worse though for ninjas if the leader didn't get the Shadow Blade off.
Yeah, it could have been better. Able to escape out the back.
With Batrider shoving bot lane in as well. Not sure Vega are going to be able to get much done with this. The rest of the Metamorphosis. Probably just look to try and fight them up for a little while. Wait for that cooldown to reset and go again.
Alrighty, well, 21 minutes into this game, and Madara is hanging around with this Manta-style Aegis combination. And I think NIP are really feeling the pressure right now, as there's a lot of pickoffs in this game. And that's just going to be the Nina finding a cheeky one deep inside Radiant territory, and now TPs herself away. That's the beauty of the Shadow Blade. Moving undetected under wards allows you to get these pickoffs, or even just come in for the extra bit of damage onto these ganks. They can't see it coming. I would set up for Light Strike Array.
It's interesting for me to see that there's so many people that have been buying back early this game as well. Whereas, some teams, they like to just try and hold themselves. They just, let one person die and they back out. Feels like Ninja, well, both teams in particular, just... If someone dies, they're like, okay, we'll buy back in. We're still fighting. We still want to go.
NIP double smoke. Ooh, that does not feel good. That is, they need to make something happen now, because they won't have smokes for a while.
Each doesn't have buyback though. This could be a big pick-off if they can find him.
That's true, but what do they have? They need to blink in with a lift, really. The fact he doesn't have a blink, so that's going to be very difficult.
Need that instant initiation. If they can get the Light Strike away from Fog.
If they go for it, they don't put it on top of John trying to get out of this one. Now they get the wall off onto Ace, trying to set the wall. Madara fighting up, the stun comes out onto the Light Strike Array. Ace is actually going for the TP out of this one, doesn't want anything to do with it. This Master's going to help out Vega, as they seem to hold back. I think NIP just wanted to disengage. The moment they knew the puck wasn't dying, that was their initiation.
On the brew.
It's gone. Does look like he may be the sacrificial man or Panda. Yeah, nice stun from Fata. He may just have the jaunt, and they'll throw down the yield as well. Looks like NIP actually get out of this one free. A few ultis committed, the split, and also the morph as well. Metamorphosis on the morphling.
Yeah, that was
all in all.
Was really awkward. Really awkward for morphling. He uses the BKB at the start of the fight to survive. So as soon as that BKB is starting to run out, he says, guys, I just have to get out now. Like, my BKB is about to run out and I'll just get blown up. So, that's pretty damaging.
Fires up, right back, maybe jumping forwards as well. Faber really low, the Ignite does not connect. And, sorry, the Illuminate does not connect.
I'd like to see Madara build up a BKB next on this Terrorblade. They get rid of all this magic damage coming through from heroes like the Brewmaster, the Batrider, Lina.
BKB's a way nicer, but he's going super defensive. He's going for the Linking Spear into BKB.
I mean, that's fine as well. You're up against this Batrider. With the lasso. Looks like that's the only way he's going to get killed off at this point in the game, with the lasso from the Batrider. Wolf's still farming really well. He went for this defensive item first, but sitting about 2,500 ahead of the TB in terms of net worth, so...
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because you've got these two cores way ahead on the side of NIP when the case and the Lina and the Morphling, I say way ahead as Terrorblade just overtakes the Lina. But compared to the rest of their team anyway, and then you've got this huge gap of 4 heroes as Kezu, Mage, NT and Madara all kind of doing very well as well, so it's very difficult to see who's really ahead this game. So the 1k net worth advantage for NIP, but as you keep saying, this Kotal is pretty huge, and Kezu's not bad either, so the net worth is pretty evenly split. I mean, it just remains to be seen whether Ace can have this dream fight right now. If he gets one huge fight, that's going to push him way ahead. The Terrorblade will not be able to deal with him.
I want to see this game though.
Interesting.
I want to see nice Ignis Fatuus with the Will-O-Wisp, right? Into a Dream Coil Rapid Fire from the puck. That sounds amazing already, doesn't it?
Yeah. Can your memes be dreamed? Level 25, it's a long way away.
Did I ever tell you the one game I saw someone take that talent?
Actually quite a lot, but go on.
I saw one game where S4 took it in, I think it might have been a TI actually, and they took the talent at level 25 and he bought a rapier. Like, oh god, we're lacking damage, we have to do this. And everyone, like the hype casters hyped it up, everyone hyped it up, and then S4 died before he could even use it and they lost the game straight away. Very sad.
Yeah, it's an awkward one. It's definitely one of the weirdest 25s in the game, I'd say. I remember seeing it and going, what? Dream Core Rapid what?
So, about 33 with this Crimson Guard on the Batrider now. Really good up against all this physical damage from the Terrorblade, the Beastmaster, you know, even the zombies as well. So, good pickup from him. We've seen a lot of these good teams utilise the damage mitigation items really well. Especially teams like Secret and VP, so...
Yeah.
Surprised that Ninjas have gone for that one themselves as well.
Yep, always good to have in your team.
On the morph.
How many DDs? How many DDs are we going to get this game? As this time it's Ace bottling one up. In fact, do you have this bottle all game?
No, it's Lena's bottle, which she passed over to Ace just for the
Very
DD.
smart. Yeah, so next fight, Ace should be able to hold on to this DD and pop it at the opportune moment and catch Vega off guard perhaps. We haven't seen it before now.
I do like the late game bottles. I do like the late game bottles on heroes like Death Prophet and Terrorblade and whatnot that use these active runes really well. Just tries to waveform the Necro Creep.
Yeah, it survives on 40 HP, doesn't want to take the damage, so just going to ignore it. We'll take the ball, however. Very, very reserved of him, mate. I'd be tempted to morph strength, kill it, and then morph back.
I'd have just killed that Necro Creep on full agi, I don't care. Let's just play it all out.
Just do it.
I'd like to see a gem on this Batrider next as well. Try and close out some of the map vision from the Radiant side. It's been all about vision this game so far, and with the Beastmaster Hawk in the game as well, feels like it's doing a huge amount of work at the moment.
Smokes up. Kezu and Undying leading the charge. They want to find him. I'm not too sure what they're going for. They're just going to rendezvous with Madara and MNT. Looks like that might be the play. They found Saxa in the tree lines at least as the blinding light, and now he's trying to get the TP away, but they're going to have to throw down the Inner Spartans for this one, but Saxa will be secure here as the Illuminate comes out, and Madara actually gets the right click in. That's your Rubik dead. Maybe Vega want to make something happen with this.
Yeah, they can try, but what can they really take at this point in the game? Problem is, if you go for an objective now, the Roche is about to spawn. So if you take a bad fight, and the other team takes Roche, then it gets a little bit awkward. So actually both teams are going to be wanting to fight around that Roche as the next big engagement. Bot lane.
Mike, okay.
A DD.
That's a DD on Ace. Just going to work. Barely got to go over to see Peggy. Meanwhile, BKB popped by Ace as Madara comes into this one. The two carries fighting it up, but Ace is just gone. He's DPing himself away, and there will be no shout. As Kezu pops the Lincolns with his primal roar there.
I thought Kezu was like, oh, do I want to go for this roar? He has Lincolns. Can anybody else use anything? And he's like waiting for anybody else to use anything. He's like, oh, maybe his Lincolns is down, and just roars him anyway. Yeah, maybe we can kill him, who knows?
Yeah, sometimes it's just like, well, you know, maybe you can't communicate quickly enough to find that information out for yourself, so you just gotta risk it.
Give it a go.
Shame. Yeah.
That is meta down just as the Roshan minimum time has hit, so the next Roshan fight he might not have the meta up. But with Keeper of the Light actually, never mind, I forgot. Got that chakra magic coming through. It should say on Chakra Magic works on everything non-ultimate abilities apart from TV Metamorphosis. Because that's not fair.
Doesn't make much sense. Smoke up from LIP though. They know this Roshan will be spawning soon. They do not have the vision inside the pit, unlike Vega have with their Hawk. And if they're smart, they might see the sticky napalm on their Hawk. MNT just runs forward and breaks the smoke on PPD. Then Split is used, but there's no Vega heroes here anymore. They're all gone.
They need to go Roche right now if they want to use the split effectively, especially with meta being down as well. This is the time to try, but
still 8 seconds. They just don't know. How can they even predict this? They don't have anything to just sit inside the pit. And I mean, now the split is over and Roche hasn't even spawned yet. There you go. almost in time.
Very unfortunate for Ninjas.
And Ninjas are not going to know this is up.
I just said that bit of analysis with Roche, just expecting it. I knew it was up sometime soon, and I just assumed it was up at that point. Fantastic bit of work by me. Amazing.
I believe what you actually said was they should take Roche now whilst the split is up.
Yeah, but the Roche wasn't even up. What am I talking about? God damn. Look at this TV with the attack speed aura though from the Beastmaster. Just died so quickly. They even needed double damage this time to take a Roche.
But, you know, one double damage time, but still a minute away. Meanwhile, I mean, NIP, they know this is happening, there's not much they can do. They've got everything actually good with Rory. I mean, this is a commitment to another level. As PPD is taken out immediately. As they keep them back with the King Hall roasters down. Madara will take it. BKB's being popped all over the place from Madara. Running forward faster. Not surviving at all as Madara goes to kill the team to kill fire onto the high ground. Meanwhile, Ace has taken down Pektu, but can't really fight any more than this. As he waveforms himself away. NIP might escape, not sure about PPD. No's coming in. They use the Yules, they use each other actually. As Saxa throws his down from the high ground, sorry. But doesn't look like NIP will escape, but just past the deck while I say that. There is actually a lasso out from NIP onto Kezu. This is awkward because now Ace is on the low ground and the rest of Vega are already here. And I'm trying to play around this. Ace coming back in. A very messy fight right now. The Yules is out. 33 surrounded. Madara getting to work the Crimson Guard. Popped from 33. Doing a lot to mitigate a lot of damage coming through, but now they will finish it off. Massive gem as well. Going for Vega. Yeah, Saxa. He tried to save his teammate, but as we all know, it never worked out. One the slide in, push back, but Saxa, he does use it, and well, Ace taking damage in the back. He manages to blow up his damage, but what more can he do? Ace is dropping really low here. Will have to turn back into the Morphling. Meanwhile, Madara chasing down the final ruling, and he gets killed by Madara, quashed under his blades. Is this fight over though? I don't think it is. As Saxa comes forward, they want Madara. They want to go through. As Ace comes forward and they do finish it off. That is only the Aegis. Now they're looking to protect him as well. Can he finish off him? Undying? Yes, they can. Meanwhile, Madara running away. The stun will come out and they will do it as they eliminate the Terror Blade and Vega Squadron. They just get their kumquats juiced.
The what?
Yeah.
I can understand bananas peeled. I can understand apples caused. Core. Okay, well, I'll let you off. You can try that one. But...
Sorry, man. I'm running out. It's the end of the day. I'm running out of food reference. Done as NIP looking to approach this bottom lane. Actually, they want back.
Yeah. You were watching the main fight, and I just watched 33 trying to chase the keeper of the light, and he almost got him, and then MOT just picked up a hater and ran away. So. Great response this game.
Well, I'll say these two teams have been fantastically entertaining with their team fights. Dragging back, they've got no vision. Now comes the buyback from the Terror running forward, linking from it. What's the morph thing? This could be huge. Can he survive? He's in the Terror form, now breaks out into the morph form. The Ignis taken down very quickly by Fata with that fiery soul. Ace just wants to leave him. Ace jumping in, but they got the BKB on Ace. He's just going to back himself away. Fata, invisible, might survive this. Meanwhile, Saxa in the tree lands just trying to lift. NIP retreating in all directions. 33 might be the only one to go down here. It looks like with that Yules, 33 will fall, but it's a small price to pay considering the amount which NIP got out of this one. Oh, why did Saxa go back in?
He didn't really have anywhere to go. They knew where he was, so he's just trying to cut the creep wave. Being annoying as he can, but he has buyback on the Rubik, so he's not particularly worried. Yeah, that was really nice from Saxa though. They were trying to find this Morphling, but he got like a lift off into a 3-man stun, I think it was, on the backline, so they couldn't really chase anymore. They settled with the Batrider instead. Well played though. At least they keep their racks alive for Vega. With the tier 3 down, it's going to open up shrines now for Ninjas to try and grab at some point.
More importantly, they've got this Terror Blade. There is now a win condition on the board for NIP. If they can kill Madara in the next fight, they might well win. But there is the cheese. The all-important cheese. Both delicious and strategically beneficial.
He has a very defensive item build as well, doesn't he? Like you mentioned before, the Manta, the Lincolns into the BKB. It's all about making sure you stay alive this fight. You see the Morph has done something very similar as well.
Yeah, exactly same build, and then he's also got the scan as well, because he's a little bit further ahead. And Terror Blade's going the exact same build. Wow. Wait, no. One has a Manta.
Terror Blade has a Manta, Morph has a Skadi, and now they're both going to build the opposite item to each other. So.
But Terror Blade has no Dragon Lance, you see.
Okay, fair enough. Got me.
But yeah, very, very similar builds, very similar heroes in a way as well. Especially when Morphling literally turns into the Terror Blade. Things are getting weird in the Dota, I would say.
Puck level 20 now as well, so his orb's a lot faster, thanks to talent. It'll be even more nimble and difficult to deal with, as if it hasn't been bad enough already for ninjas.
Yeah, I mean, alright, imagine you're introducing your friend to Dota 2 and you go, oh, let's just jump in and I'll show you a pro game, and you say, okay, this is Vega versus an IP game 3. So what's happening in this fight is that the Terrorblade's running in with Metamorphosis, but then the Morphling turns into Terrorblade as well, but then the Terrorblade pops Manta and Conjure Image, which makes more Terrorblades, but then Ace, he's going to pop Reflection as well, so there's even more, and then all of these Terrorblades, and your friend is just lying dead with explosions from his nose by the end of it.
I think what you mean is, oh, let's introduce you to this game, and then it's Morphling versus Terrorblade, and you're like, oh, they both pop Reflection. Oh, with DC'd. I can't really see what's happening the rest of this fight. It's just too laggy.
True. You're not wrong. So, thank you for not building a Manta style Ace. It's only got the precious frames.
Got it queued up, don't worry.
Please. Mercy on our processors.
It's really important he saves for the buyback now on Ace. Especially with the 33 not having one. There's a few up. Most importantly the Morphling, but the Terrorblade doesn't, so like you say, they can pick him off in the next fight with this Guna Blade. That could be the big way to go. I'm surprised he's not building Axon fast, to be honest. He seems to be more team fight orientated with his item build. Well, that Shiva's queued up.
So where are we going with it? I mean, where's the next fight? We've got Roshan maybe respawning in 1 minute 25.
So scary for either team though, especially with the waves constantly being shoved in by, you see maybe next time playing up in the top lane, and Puck's constantly being nimble, you know, pushing lanes out all the time as well.
I'm actually surprised NIP aren't going for a fight, to be honest. They still don't have buyback on the Terrorblade.
Top lane, they're trying to TP in to find maybe next time with the lift, but he's on a goddamn horse. Good luck.
So stupidly fast. Yeah, he's got the Aeon disc, which could be nice. Kazu's here as well. I think Vega might need to get themselves out. Staying around here too long could be dangerous.
Don't have vision on the left hand side, so
yeah.
Small camp, so you've got to be scared about moving over there.
Ooh, this game is very, very tense for both teams. Of course, we are in this best of one phase where the team that wins this gets to stay on, but the team that loses this is done with the major qualifiers. They will not be going any further, which is terrifying.
By the way,
Quantum lane. Took his unit to the face, trying to get away, should be okay. Yep, we'll survive. Meanwhile, they're jumping on Kevin here, they get the lasso off. They're holding in the beast up until they're trying to get him on a little bit of click here. And great positioning from 33. Not that it really mattered in the end, but still finding Kezu. And their puck survives, but Beastmaster certainly does not. And,
I was about to say, you can tell by the way both teams are playing that it's an elimination game. You know, whoever loses is going out, and they're both so scared to make any mistakes. Gotta be worried.
There's,
oh! Necro Creep.
PBD
like, I want the gold!
He wants the gold! He's gonna get it! Oh, the jukes! It's not enough.
It's that gem that they're picking that was dropped.
Oh.
On the cliff. Puck just picked it up. Beastmaster must have had a gem that they didn't realise.
Oh. So the cliff actually caused them to not see the gem which the
What is after?
They dragged him up there then, should you?
Yeah, no, shouldn't have.
I mean, you say ninjas need to look for a fight. They're trying really hard mid at the moment, but look bot lane. This is constantly being shoved in by the Terrorblade. Keeper are like constantly shoving top lane in. They have to push out the waves, so they can't look for this fight that they really want. They're doing a really good job on. They're doing a really good job on Vega, just splitting the lanes up while they know Terrorblade doesn't have buyback.
Question is, how late is this game going? Is it going to warrant the puck starting to build into right clicks? Oh, out. They're going. Who will take court here? It's actually the Brewmaster. PPD gets the split off on low HP. This is pretty important. One more killing. Ace comes in, trying to block Hexu as quickly as possible. Hexu heals himself up, and now with the injuries as well, forced up him out of danger. He is going to survive. NIP struggling to find blood, and they've also used their BKB on the Lina, not on Ace, the important one. Meanwhile, but the immediate Yule's just going to hold Kenzie still, trying to force off his back, and now the Ignis doing so much more. Saxa taken care of. Ace trying to do some damage. He pops up. That's a reflection fight. 33, not lasting very long. Down he goes. Now they're looking for more. Onto the high ground. Ace and Fata running from this fight. It's not really amazing. Ace transforming. Oh, that's a nearly blow up Pexu with a long damage blows.
Maybe next time has a refresher on the keeper of the line.
Taking damage, manages to get the Virgil off. She's gonna fall. Batter is dead. Does have buyback. The one PPD being chased down, thrown back. But Vega, they're grouped together and they're looking for death. Well, Mage having trouble with neutrals actually, but does manage to get himself out. TPs himself away as Vega, they take down a bunch of heroes and they're going for this Roshan, but NIP, are they willing to give this one away?
Really good fight,
very scary.
Terrorblade has the metamorphosis back up, sorry, not the metamorphosis, the buyback back off cooldown now again as well, so he does unfortunately take a bad fight here. He can just come back into the game. It's very difficult for them to take a fight without the meta up though, so I expect Ninjas when this Batrider comes up that they try and force something here. Especially with the lanes being pushed out for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah. It's a pretty stale game. It's very difficult for either team to make a successful move.
You talk about this keeper of the line, by the way, with the refresher, double Ignis Factor. I don't know if you realised that he had two down there, but crazy stuff.
Where was the other one? Were they both on top of the other?
Yeah, pretty much. They were in like a Venn diagram kind of shape.
Okay. NIP going in for a jump hit. The only heroes that have buybacks, all thrown out of the Roche outfit already there. Double set Rio Roche.
Can we get another GH-esque level Cottle play here?
Oh, I don't think so. That's a big ask. Yeah, we're currently from an only buyback on and Morton with a drag NFT into the bullet buttons up away. You see this as well, but there is Sentry down. Basic extra work and they will rip through MNT who does not have buyback.
It's big that he doesn't have buyback. His team fight with the Ignis Factors is a really big part of his ability to win these fights.
Yep, it really is. This could even slow Roshan for NIP. But coming out in the bottom lane, Madara, he's actually up into the high ground here. He's looking for Saxa.
How was wrong?
This Vega comes in from behind. Terrorblade, he could be in trouble. He's got the BKB and the cheese, does use it and goes to the TP out. This should be enough to keep him alive. Yes, it is.
That's really well played though.
Still now being attempted by Vega. We play the Hokey Cokey inside the Roshan pit. One team in, all the team out.
Stops Ninjas from taking Roche though with that play in the bot lane in the build on the tier 3 bot.
Yes.
And now
the jumping forward on the Tetsu here, but there is a team on the high ground. He's going to pop that BKB and try and rip through the Undying. Will be successful in doing so. Drops the Tombstone on death, which is going to help him. Goes to the wall to get the last two left too quick. 1-4. How much work can this do as Madara comes forward? He's trying to fight this.
As he comes back.
Won't break any actions. NIP back himself away. They're trying to get the wall, but the shout from a long distance will allow to kill Saxa. NIP scared.
Touch Peter as well. Gonna run. Just turns back.
Turns back. They do get the immediate hex. The PPD back and forth. He's just about in time. Was a bit wrong. Not gonna do a whole lot of Madara break down and out. And they do blow him up. They jumped in, trying to blow up Ketu, won't find it. Now Fada being chased, 3 heroes.
Doesn't have buyback.
But he doesn't have much else. Hits his stun onto the Terrorblade, but Mage should be able to do the work by himself. Yules up on Fada, but it is not enough. The team is dead. And now they've got the Ignis. The double Ignis has got Ace trapped in. Oh my god. They should just rip him apart. The double Ignis Fatus may have just put the final nail into NIP's coffin. I was not expecting that.
Again, I said it another game today, but if I look at the Twitch chat in 5 minutes and there's not OS frogs all over the place, I'm going to be very disappointed again. That double Ignis Factus is
crazy shit.
The double Ignis Factus is something else, honestly.
Vega actually going for a shot here?
They can. Why not?
End the game.
They don't know who has buyback. Well, they know Leader doesn't have buyback, but it's so important you get this refresher shard on the Terrorblade more than anything.
Missing 250 network on their Terrorblade. This is what they're looking for. And we just want to make sure that their Terrorblade's got buyback as well.
And guess what's just spawned? Well, they know it's there, but guess what spawned? So here we go.
How many times today are you going to see double damage Terrorblades or Morphling just running in and sweeping again? I'm not ready for it, and I don't think NIP are either.
Today has definitely been the double damage day. You are correct.
Mage getting to work on this middle tower, but we'll take it.
Oh god. He's just going to have to buy back in, otherwise he loses all sets of racks.
I'm surprised they're not trying to pressure the tier 4s. I don't know, I think the buyback is kind of working tier 4s. That's what working early.
You lose all your buildings.
Mega.
With this Cinder Brute does delay it quite a lot actually.
It helps, doesn't it?
Without Factor being up as well, it's so difficult for them to take a fight. He's still dead for 10 seconds. But it's DD on the Terrorblade.
Morphling is back, Factor back in 9 seconds. This is what we start the fight right about now. They're gonna need to. As Vega will actually silence up 33. That was their initiation plan. And this is gonna mean Mega Troops are out. Ace comes into this one, stunned up. Polymath doesn't get even out. They can't find 33 in the trees. Maybe he'll bring it down. We'll find it. Vega finds it. Oh no, the is dead. He does have buyback, will use it immediately, but Vega chasing forward NIP. They need to somehow fight this. They need to find Madara, but he's got 2 lives, just not possible. It's too good. It is too much for NIP to handle. And now the base is under siege. The tier 4s are being taken. Vega, Squadron looking to close NIP out of these qualifiers. They jump in onto the puck here, maybe dropping low. NIP fighting on the foot of their fountain, doing what they can, but Vega will take it. And I mean, what a game! What a fantastic game of Dota, backwards and forwards.